Hi, this is Emerald and welcome to the Diamond Net, and I just decided to make a quick video going into the new year, and I was thinking that I wanted to share what I thought was the #1 insight for people going into a new year. And so if we think about the theme of the new year, it has a lot to do with rebirth and taking a different path, and a lot of people create resolutions and want to create a new life for themselves, or at least change some things. And so thinking about this topic of change, I was thinking, what is the thing that holds people back the most from change? And I think it is the assumption that things cannot be different than what they were. And so the insight that I would like to share is that we never lose our sense of innocence. So if we think about the most innocent person, we can imagine a newborn baby because they don't have any kind of experiences. So it's like the whole entire world of possibilities is open for them because they don't have anything before them. They're very much in touch with that sense of innocence. But then as we grow older and as we learn things about the world and as we experience traumas and as we go through many different things, it's like we feel like those possibilities get narrower and narrower and narrower. And so if we realize that ultimately that there's always this sense of coming at things with a beginner's mind and that every moment is truly new and that we never lose that sense of innocence because of it, then we'll know that we can actually go toward what we want to go toward and that we don't have to be held back by the events of our past and our beliefs about how things can be and cannot be. Now this insight is all well and good to know, but sometimes it can be difficult to actually realize that in a way that's beyond just the intellect, where we really feel that way. Because even if we realize that, we can approach things with a beginner's mind and that we never lose sight of innocence, we don't exactly know what that entails. And so if you want to actually get in touch with what is, you'll realize that every single moment that we experience is 100% different from every moment before it. And even though we could say there are some similarities that we can think of in our memory, so if I'm in a moment, I'm looking over here at this window over here or at this camera, if I move just slightly, the scene is completely different and the way I'm feeling is completely different and all of the things going on around me are completely different. There's some crickets chirping outside. Those are constantly changing. So this reality is really always in flux all the time. And so you never hit the same note again. You can't really step in the same river twice. And so in that sense, we are always innocent. We're always coming into every new moment completely brand new. And if we can get out of our thinking mind and if we can get out of the projection lens that our memory creates over everything, we can actually realize that tangibly, that we've never experienced this moment before. Every moment is as though we're a newborn baby experiencing the world for the first time. It's just that we have to take our blinders off, that, so many lenses come in and distort what's going on here because we remember various things. Now, these can be very important for practical functioning. You should be able to remember what a window or a camera does. But ultimately, if you can look past that projection screen, you can get at that innocence and you can get at that beginner's mind state. And if you're truly able to get at that beginner's mind state and to really realize that sense of innocence, then in anything that you go forward into, there'll be nothing holding you back from it. There'll be no limiting beliefs about, oh, I can't go in that direction, or oh, I can't do that because of this, or maybe there's like a thought like, oh, I'm too old to start that thing, or maybe I've just failed too many times before to go in that direction. And so once we stop looking through that filter, and once we really leave our past behind us, we can actually move forward in the direction that we want to move. Alright, so that was the insight. It was pretty simple. This is kind of a short video. I also have an announcement that I would like to make. Right now I am working on opening up a forum on my website. It should be open by the time that I release this video, so I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down in the description box. The reason why I decided to make that forum is because Having been a life coach now for several months, one of the main things that my coachees come to me for is like advice on how to make connections with other people. Probably about a third of my coachees are interested in that. And so I figured that this is probably something that a lot of people would be interested in. I know that for me, it's like before I created my channel, it was really, really difficult for me to make connections with other people who are kind of interested in the same types of topics and, had the same general, I guess, way of looking at things and, where we could have like discussions where it was like, oh, they're actually like understanding what I'm saying and like, they're not looking at me like I have two heads and their eyes aren't glossing over. And so I figured that it would be a good idea to install a forum on my website for just anybody who wants to like converse and like, kind of talk to other like-minded people. And like I said, so I'm going to leave a link below for that in the description box. Also, I wanted to say thank you so much to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And that's all I have for now. Happy New Year!